Hey guys, the ISP team here. We're here with Steve and Dan, and we are so excited because this is an invite to the Carbine course, February 6, 2021. And it's not a course we have on the schedule, but so many people have asked for it that we got to do it, we got to bring it, and it's going to be held at a fantastic facility where we can shoot out to 300. These guys are going to get you first set up with your zero or your mounting hardware, all the gear pieces that you're going to need to run this course successfully. We're going to work on ready up drills, everything you're going to need to really successfully be able to run out to 300 and engage threats within that. So first, these guys are going to have some fun, do some bounding exercises, and then Dan is going to take you through the A to Z on everything you're going to need, from your weapon system to your optics, to your sling, to the mag requirements, you name it, he's got it covered. Let's do it. Boom, that's it. These guys are going to roll.
Hey there, ladies, gentlemen, and 1911 shooters. We just had some fun doing some bounding and some drills, but now we got to get down to work. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in coming to our February 6th Carbine course. So what we're going to do here is go over a list of gear, some of which is required, some of which is recommended, and some that we don't necessarily recommend. But we wanted to go through a broad scope of gear so that you know realistically what you should be bringing so that you have a good time. All right, so let's start off with, this is a carbine course. So obviously, you're going to need a high-quality carbine. We prefer and would like to tend to stick to the 5.56-223 variants. However, we've decided that we are going to allow the 7.62x39 AK variants and pistol caliber carbines. It is important to notice, though, or to note that the pistol caliber carbines and the AK variants may not be the most optimal for the course. You're more than welcome to absolutely come run and gun and work on your fundamentals. However, we're going to be teaching the course to the AR platform. So while many things and skills are transferable, this course is meant more for the AR type weapon platform. With the weapon platform, you're going to need a quality optic. Now, we're going to be doing a future video, so stay tuned on optics specifically so you can make a proper choice if you have not already, and have an idea of what kind of zeroing you want for your optic. For safe periods, we're going to want chamber flags. They don't have to be anything fancy. They can be simple plastic, preferably something bright colored that lets us know that that chamber is empty and that the weapon cannot go off. Especially when we're moving back and forth from classrooms and we've got our rifles, we want to make sure that visibly it is a safe weapon. If you have a break, please let us know ahead of time. We would prefer, if you have a weapon system without a break, to use that so that we don't make our neighbors' ears bleed. However, if all you have is a break on your carbine setup, just let us know and we'll probably put you towards the end so that your neighbors will thank us later. We're also going to need some type of sling variant, whether that's 1 point, 2 point, or 3 point. The intention here is that during periods where the instructor is downrange, we can do what's called let them hang. You let the rifle hang, put your hands in a safe position off of the weapon system. That visually lets us know that we are all safe. So the sling allows us to put us in a safe position, and that way also if you drop the weapon system, it doesn't hit the ground. To feed the weapon system, we're going to need quality magazines. So again, whether that's pistol caliber carbine, AK variant, or PMAG style 5.56-223 mags, we're going to recommend you bring at least 6. Fortunately, they're not very expensive, so bring, the more the merrier. We prefer standard 30-round magazines. However, if you're coming from one of those states that only allows restricted magazine sizes, please bring enough so that we don't have to continually reload and we can keep our training to a maximum. Now, once you got your weapon system, your magazines, you need something to store all of that. So we recommend bringing a solid belt system, whether it's like the HSGI over the belt with the MOLLE style, whether it's the Velcro duty belt style, or whether it's just a stiff, solid, like concealed carry belt that can put external carbine type magazines on it. We recommend at least 2 rifle mag pouches, so we can do continual transition drills for reloads and malfunction training. We are going to allow plate carriers and or chest rigs. Just keep in mind that this is a full day course. It's also going to be in February when it's possibly cold. So you got to think about bulk, comfortability, and stress on your body. However, we are perfectly accepting anyone to wear plate carriers or chest rigs. That being said, this is a carbine course, so there is no pistol involved. However, if you would like to carry a pistol, you are allowed to carry a pistol in the holster as long as there is no ammo in it and it is clear. We will not be taking it out of the holster. We will not be touching it. It's strictly for weight training purposes. As far as ammo, we're going to recommend you bring between at least 400 and 500 rounds. Obviously, with the cold, we're going to be going in and out of the classroom, but we want to make sure that you have enough, and we'd rather have you have too much and go home with some than not have enough and not be able to finish the evolutions. That being said, please do not bring any tipped ammo, especially like green tip or red tip ammo, as that is very bad for the steel, and you will not be allowed to shoot on the steel with that type of ammo. So be aware when you're purchasing your ammo that it is not tipped ammo. In addition to that, we would prefer and hope you come with snap caps. These are inert, basically fake bullets with colored tips that denote they are not real. And we're going to be using these for malfunction drills, such as failure to fire, double feeds, etc. These are not very expensive. You can find them on Amazon or possibly your local gun shop. If you so desire and you have them already, you're welcome to show up with your own shooting mat and your own shooting platforms, whether that's a bipod, rear sandbags, front sandbags. These are going to be used for our sighting in portion and potentially our longer distance holdover evaluation portion so that you can truly get a feel for the rifle in a very stable position. Again, these are not needed, but if you have them, you're welcome to bring them. Of course, we're going to need good eye and ear protection. So we're going to be shooting around a lot of people with carbines. So we need to have good ear protection and then eye protection for any type of gas blowback or shrapnel, etc. If you so desire, these are not required, but if you would like, you can bring knee pads. There's nothing fancy. It's just we're going to be out in an open range, possibly gravel style. If you have sensitive knees or bad knees, you may want to consider knee pads. Again, not required. Keep in mind that the course is February 6th, so it's Hampton Roads. Who knows what the weather's going to be? So there's a chance it could be 70. There's a chance it could be 20. So make sure you bring appropriate clothing. Make sure you bring layers. In case it does get warmer, you can take layers off. So you're going to want a good outer shell jacket, maybe a sweatshirt, a long sleeve shirt, t-shirt, etc. You're possibly going to want some type of beanie or head covering, maybe some type of neck warmer. You're definitely going to want a solid pair of gloves that you can actually manipulate the firearm with, and maybe even some hand warmers, those the kind you shake up and they get warm for you, so you can keep in your pockets and keep your hands warm when you're not using your digits. Lastly, obviously you need to be able to carry all of your gear, so a good solid backpack for all your magazines and extra items. But for your carbine, we would hope you or recommend you show up with some type of carbine bag or drag bag, something that you can put your carbine in to safely stow it, and that way when you're showing up to the range or leaving from the range, that there are no unsecured weapons and it is safely protected. Lastly, it's February, so it's going to get dark early. So you are welcome to bring a small flashlight. Weapon-mounted flashlights are allowed for the course. However, that's a very important caveat, they are not to be used for identification or movement purposes while off of the range. So, for example, let's say we finish up, it's dark on the range, and we're heading back to the classroom. You cannot use your weapon-mounted light to walk in front of you. So it may behoove you to bring a handheld flashlight with you. So hopefully that's given you an idea as to the gear that would make you have a successful time, and I hope to see you in February.
All right, Dan did an awesome job in laying out the gear requirements, for this course. And I know you wanted to mention something about this suppressor.
Yes, just that we are going to allow suppressors on the deck. Just be aware that as the round count goes up, that obviously suppressors get hot. So be aware of where you're placing that. We want to make sure that you are not going to melt your gear, hurt somebody else, or brand yourself.
And what does the silent killer have for us here? What do you got?
Just make sure you click the link down below to get signed up for the course. Like, share, subscribe with all your friends. That really helps us out a bunch for sure.
Awesome. So what we're talking about here is February 6th, 2021. This course is going to take you to a completely new level. You get to shoot out to 300. There are going to be vehicles. There are going to be outbuildings. It is really going to bridge that gap for you to tie in your skills and abilities, the right mindset, because let's face it, here's the deal. You're the first and final stand between the bad guys and your family. So let me say that again. You are the first and the final stand for your family's security, right? So our whole team, we are gonna get you there. All you gotta do is show up with the gear, show up with a great championship attitude, and we're gonna do it, baby. Bring it. All right, share it with your friends, review it, and most importantly, sign up because slots are already taken now. So we'll see you on the deck. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Boom!